Hello, my name is Angela Ward. I am a holistic therapist, published author of a book called Reclaim Your Personal Power, and I'm going to be taking some excerpts from this today. I'm also a master pure energy healer, and I want to talk today about, and I'm the authentic happiness coach. Mustn't miss that one out. I want to talk today about the confusion that people have as regards to spirituality, because they tend to get it mixed up all of the time, especially if you are working in the health and well-being field, or the spiritual field, if you like. It gets mixed up all of the time, and I just wanted to do a quick video to explain the difference between the two, because there is a fundamental difference between the two. So according to the English dictionary, being spiritual then, or being on a spiritual path, spirituality is the quality of being concerned with the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things. That's one thing. And the Huffington Post, says being spiritual is when one has elevated themselves from that slaved mind to an empowered mind. Know, I work on a level of spirituality, but I also have worked in the past with spirits. And spirituality and being able to contact spiritual beings are two completely different things. Although stating that you can be both, you can do both. And I strongly suggest you do both. And I'll explain that in a minute. Why? So according to the dictionary, spiritism is the belief that the dead communicate with the living as like through a medium. And you would have heard of this type of conduct, where people are able to contact your loved ones in the spirit realm. That is not spirituality. That doesn't mean you're on a spiritual path, and that doesn't mean you're spiritual either. What that means is that you can contact spirits. That's what it means. And that you practice that belief by being the medium or the clairvoyant, whatever you want to term it to be. But you actively channel spirit. It's called spiritism or spiritualism. It's completely different from being on a spiritual path. So being on a spiritual path, according to my writings here and my research, there are 7 principles of spirituality. There's gratitude, there's humility, there's optimism, there is generosity, forgiveness, intention, and expectation. And within all of these principles, there will be unique elements of enlightenment that you go through. You go through your own journey, you'll have light bulb moments. You'll have deep healing and understanding and a greater awareness. And you'll learn to respond rather than react, understanding and placing healthy boundaries, reviewing your own values, standards and beliefs. And these are just a few of the areas that you will question, revise, unlearn and relearn. That is completely different to having the ability to contact spirit. Now, I have the ability also to contact spirit. I made it quite clear that I'm on a spiritual path, and I am on a spiritual path, and I'm learning every single day. I'm learning and relearning every single day about me as an individual and my spirit self, not outside of me, but inside of me, and connection to my soul purpose. But I can also, and I do believe in spiritism, because I also have that ability. I have the ability where spirit can communicate with me, and I can take on board what, I can see spirit, I hear spirit, I feel spirit, I can smell spirit. I know when they're around. But when you go into spiritism, You've got to go into it, first of all, with an open mind. But secondly, you have to really be very careful that you protect yourself at all costs. And protecting yourself, I mean this, right? Without day, there is no night. Without night, there is no day. Without light, there is no darkness. Without darkness, there is no light. They're polar opposites. They coexist, all right? Truth. What you also have is you have spirit, you have good, you have evil. Truth. We all come from God. That's my truth. I believe that. So if we all come from God, the spirits that you enact with will also be from God, but they are mischievous, they can be damaging, they can be demonic, they can attach to you and slowly get you doing things that you would never have dreamt you would do before, because what they do is they attack your vulnerabilities. They attack your vulnerabilities, and that's how they weave their way in. So when you're contacting spirit in spiritism, you've got to be careful, because we all have that ability, by the way. We all have the ability because we are a spirit being. So we can connect with spirit. We can connect with spirit. But people seem to have this misconceived idea that spirit is all good and spirit is just the family that are dead, the dead family, the ancestors. But it's not true. I'm testament to that it's not true. And I'm testament to the fact that they do attack your vulnerabilities. So it's in your best interest that you actually adopt a spiritual path so that you can start mending and healing and closing off the gaps within your energy field so that these spirits cannot get in. Because when you are channeling, you are opening yourself up to these spirits and you're saying, come to me, come through me. And if you don't have the strength in your own ability to be able to gravitate to your belief, and your belief actually could be that you follow the darkness. That could be your belief too. And if that is your belief, that's absolutely fine. That's down to you. We are God's children. We come from God. But if you are not a person, if you are a light follower or a light worker, you have to make sure that when you are doing this type of work, that you're also working on yourself and doing the inner work, because that inner work is what's going to protect you from being from attachments, from spiritual attachments, because there are such things. I know, I've been there. I've had them taken out of me. I've helped to take them out of people through the pure energy healing that I do. So I just wanted to clear that up, and I will do some more on spiritism versus spirituality, because it is a passion of mine, and that's what the Authentic Happiness Coaching program is all about. It's about helping you to discover self, your true self, your inner self, your higher self, your spirit self, your soul self. And it's not dependent on contacting spirit and what's other spirits and what's going on outside of you. Because we've spent all these years being concerned with what goes on outside of us. We've forgotten who we are. We have forgotten who we are, why we're here. We've forgotten that we're spirit beings. We've forgotten. And it's about tapping back into that so that you can be limitless, basically. And that's what the Authentic Happiness program is all about. It's about finding out what your ancestral contracts are, you know, deleting them, getting rid of them. It's about reviewing your beliefs and why you have those beliefs and understanding that, because knowledge is one thing, but understanding is something else. How many people do you know that read all these self-help books? They read them, they love them, they take all this knowledge in, but they never change because they lack the understanding of how it all works. Knowledge is power, so they say, but understanding is power. Understanding is power, because it's the understanding that helps you to make the change. So that's the difference between spiritism and spirituality. And it's absolutely fundamental that people understand that. So on that note, my name's Angela Ward. I'm a holistic therapist. I am a master pure energy healer. I'm a published author and the Authentic Happiness Coach. And I bid you good day and divine blessings.